Hey, welcome back. In this video, we're going to practice some percent problems. So let's go ahead and get started. The shoe department is offering a sale of 15% off all shoes. If Mrs. Bolin saved $12.30, how much were the shoes full price? Okay, so we already know that it's percent. So a percent is always out of 100. So you're going to do 15%. And we know automatically 100% goes right beneath it. The $12.30, the only way you can mess this up if you put it as 100%. However, it's not 100%. That was 15%. So that means it's $12.30 goes here. Automatically, there isn't a relationship between 15 to 100. 15 goes into 100, but it's going to have a remainder. So what we're going to do is try to simplify it using sort of a ratio table. So divide them both by 5, scale them down by 5. This becomes 3. And then this one becomes 20. Now, we're still kind of stuck because there's not a relationship that's going to make our life easier. So you can either go from 3 to 12.3 or you can go from 3 to 20, whichever one works for you. I'm going to choose, doesn't really matter which way you go. I'm going this route because I already know that this 3 into 20 is going to be repeating. So I'm trying to avoid that. Now, I don't know exactly how many 3s fit in evenly. Well, I do, but let's work it out. And whatever this answer is, that's my scale factor. That's not my answer. So I'll put my decimal right there. So in other words, 3 times 4.1 or 4 1/10 will give me 12.3. So whatever I do to the top, I'm going to do to the bottom. I have to keep this equivalent ratios. So we already know we don't have to line up decimals. So this becomes 82. So the shoes at 100% were $82. All right, let's go to our next problem. Savannah works as a sales rep and receives $23 for every 140 she sells. What is her rate of commission? Which you really should say percent of rate. I don't know. It's just my opinion. All right, well, I know 23 is my part and 140 is my total. And this is why I look at percent just as part and total. So this is the part that she receives out of the total of 140. As I've said over and over, percent is out of 100. So 100 will go here. So I'm going to simplify. Like I said before, it's not necessary. But I try to just work with smaller numbers. You don't have to. Scale down, that becomes 70. This becomes 50. Scale down by 10. Okay, there's still not a nice relationship in other words, 7 doesn't go into 23.4 like off the top of our head. We can think about it. So what we do is we're going to divide because we're going to find the scale factor. 7 goes into 23 3 times. And this would be 3. So we're just going to leave it at 3.31. Okay. Hopefully this one's a multiple choice, but we're just going to stop there. So now I want to go to 7 to 2340. And that was 3.31. And you times this by 3.31. And if you're going, woo, that's kind of tough. It is. I would recommend kids just to add it 5 times. There's no point in suffering with this one. So if I would double this. any strategy you want to use, it's okay as long as you get it. I feel like you have an opportunity to make too many mistakes when you're multiplying those big numbers. So right now I have it at 4, but I needed 5. So if you notice, I added 3.31, 3.31, got 6.62. I doubled that, which gave me really 4. Now I'm going to add another one to be 5. So this would be 16.55%. Maybe if it was rounding it to 17. But anyways, I hope this helped. I know it was kind of a lot. Oh, commission is just like extra money that a salesperson makes for making sales. I don't know if you really need to know that, but I don't want that word to get you thrown off. All right. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe.